Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube family and friends. This is Miss Neek, y'all. I am back bringing you guys this story, right? So, if you guys would be so kindly to like this video, I'll share this video because again, you never know who this video may help. And y'all, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. And y'all, just get your family, friends, your co-workers, just anybody. Get everybody to subscribe to Miss Neek's TV. Okay, which is I'm going to change that from Miss Neek's TV to Miss Neek's Journey as soon as I go on my journey I told y'all about. And y'all, I'm bringing y'all this story here. Um, This is for a couple of reasons. A couple of reasons I wanted to do this story is because, us as young ladies, we always seem to fall victim when it comes down to men. We always fall victim to that. So I'm bringing this story to you guys so that you would know, just fight. If you fight, they will back down because you're doing something that they're not expecting you to do. So now they're puzzled in their head. They're shocked. They're lost. They don't know what to do, you know. So that's one reason. Another reason is because she was bullied in school. She was bullied in school by a lot of girls. And, they used to chase her home and they used to, want to fight her and stuff. So she used to always run. She used to always run from people, and little do you know, you stand up and you whoop one, you whoop the toughest one that's in the crowd, the rest of them gonna bag down. They're not gonna want to fight you. The third reason, um, because you never know how it may end up. You never know how it may end up for you in your life. If you just know that regardless to what, you just fight back. Just fight back. You know what I'm saying? Even some women probably have fought back and lost their life, but at least you tried. You just didn't fall victim. You tried. And that was something else I wanted to do this story for. I forgot the other reason. But anyway, this story is about Fredia Gibbs. Fredia Gibbs she was an American former professional martial artist. She was a professional kickboxer and she was a professional boxer. Frida also won All American in basketball and track. But guess what? She's gonna let y'all know that she won with in track because she ran home every day from those kids. And she said they don't know that they were actually making her faster for the life that she has today, the title that she holds today as being the All-American in track, you know. So the fight that started all of this, not with the female, but with this guy, made her today the All-American um professional in martial arts, kickboxing, and boxing. Y'all, she holds 4 titles. She holds the ISKA. I don't know what none of this mean, y'all, but it's in kickboxing as female or a woman, she holds the ISKA. She holds the WKA. She holds the WKF. All world titles she holds. She between 1975 to 2005, she holds the she holds all the titles in boxing. She only lost one. She only lost one fight, y'all. One fight. One fight. So this lets y'all young women know that whatever you put your mind to do, you can do it. And y'all excuse my hair because my daughter, today's Sunday. I go to work tomorrow, so my daughter, she's gonna redo it today. Before we go to work tomorrow, cause there's no way I'm going to work with my hair like this. Y'all, anyway, today, Fredia Gibbs is 59 years old as of July the 8th. July the 8th, she just turned 59 years old. And let me show y'all pictures of her, and then I'm going to let y'all hear this, her story. Because this story will inspire anybody, because I cried. Sent it to my sister. I didn't even tell my sister I cried. But when I sent it to my sister sent me back like a whole bunch of tears, you know. And my sister said, girl, why you got me sitting here crying? I showed my daughter, my 18-year-old daughter, because I told my 19-year-old daughter, I told her, once I saw this, I told her, I said, girl, I should have put you in defensive, in defensive training, so you can learn how to protect yourself, just by fighting, which is, I always tell her she better fight regardless. I don't give a damn whether you trained or not, you better fight. But, I sent her, I let her watch it, and she had her eyes watered up, you know. Let me show y'all. So this is Fredia. This is Fredia Gibbs. One picture I have of her. This is Fredia Gibbs. And y'all, I don't know why this story, maybe some of y'all have heard about her, but I don't know why this story has never like just been out, her story, because this is she's an inspiration to any woman. She's an inspiration to any woman. Any woman. Her name Fredia Gibbs, y'all. Yeah, her name is Fredia Gibbs, and I have other pictures to show y'all, but I will show y'all on into the story, and y'all see this background is so clear. Y'all know my background, but I'm gonna fix it up. Don't worry about not here, but y'all gonna see. But y'all listen. Y'all listen. Actually, they call Fredia the most dangerous woman in the world, y'all, and this is why. Once you hear this story, you're gonna see why they call her the most dangerous woman in the world. But it just touched my heart for her to call her mom and say, "Mom, they want me to fight the most dangerous woman in the world." And her mama was like, "How the f they gonna call her the most dangerous woman in the world when I am?" You know what I'm saying? Boy, that just put something in my heart, y'all. That just touched my heart, because that's how I feel about myself, y'all. I tell my kids that all the time. I feel that way about me. That way about me. I feel like let something happen to my kids. They gonna see how dangerous I am. But anyway, y'all. Let me let me play this so y'all can hear it, y'all. And she got that title from being the most dangerous woman in the world because she did beat the most dangerous woman in the world. She beat her. She whooped her. She won that fight with the most dangerous woman in the world. Also, what makes her the most dangerous woman in the world, because look at all the titles that she holds. Martial art. She came out to be the top of that. Kickboxing. She came out to be the top on that. Boxing, she only lost one fight. And then she also All-American basketball, because she brought them to whatever, the championship or whatever, when she played professional basketball over in Germany. And then she was All-American in track and field. So she of course she's the most dangerous woman in the world. But here y'all go. Here's y'all listen, and have your daughters to listen and everything, so that they would know you don't never have to just fall victim to nobody, male or female.
Growing up was tough. I was bullied a lot. I was smart, but I was built differently from the average girl. I didn't want to go to school. I just couldn't concentrate, couldn't focus. I was terrified. That's how I learned how to run fast, is by running from my bullies. I was running so much that I even had considered committing suicide to avoid getting beat up more and more and more. And my grandmother said, God blessed you with that athletic frame. They don't understand it. But as long as you use the gift that God gave you in that body, you're going to go out there and you're going to whip some ass. little brown poor girl who was bullied a lot, who thought even about committing suicide, who was terrified, who moved school, ran from everyone. How did she become the most dangerous woman in the world? I grew up in Chester, Pennsylvania. It's a suburban area outside of Philadelphia, and didn't even know I was poor until I went to college and went on out in the world and realized that, wow, we were really poor, but we were happily poor. My school experience in Chester was tough because I was bullied a lot. And my uncle, he was a martial art instructor, he said, listen, you can't continue to run all your life. He said, now this is what we're going to do. I want to introduce you to karate. I said, I don't want to fight. He said, it's not about fighting. What we're going to do is rebuild your self-confidence. Every Saturday, I would spar with my uncle for 1 hour. He would walk in, lock the door, and put the key down behind him. The goal was for me to get the key, unlock it, and walk out. But I had to get past him. He went tough on me just like a man would. And I would always find myself getting closer to the key, and then he'd move me back. I find myself getting closer and closer to the door, and he'd move me back. Then finally, I'll never forget the day I fought my way past, got the key, unlocked the door, and walked out. That's how I earned my black belt. Then they started entering me in tournaments, and I started winning them left and right, getting first place, getting second place. A few times I got disqualified, but I just wanted more and more and more because I found a new love. Not only were my skills getting sharper and growing and improving, but I also realized that my confidence was starting to develop and grow and get stronger, as well as my self-esteem. Now, once those were all together, the rest was history. I'll never forget seeing Sensei Benny Urquidez. I saw him fighting on TV in Germany. He's one of the famous kickboxing world champions.
Y'all know I really want to show y'all, let y'all see the video, but I don't want to get copyright. So, yeah, all I can do is let y'all listen and show y'all pictures, but y'all look up Fredia Gibbs, and after y'all hear this story of her, and y'all will be able to watch the video. But again, y'all, I haven't been doing this for a while, about 3 or 4 months, but I gotta learn how to do this so I won't get copyright. But anyway, here we go, y'all. The rest of it's very interesting, so y'all listen.
And I was like, that's what I want to do. So I wrote his name down, his gym information, everything that I saw on TV. Packed up everything. Then I went out there to California and went straight and knocked on Sensei Benny the Jet Urquidez's door. He had a whole stable of fighters, and they were champs. And here I am, don't even know how to kickbox, but I know karate. I'm in this combat training center, training with some of the best world champions on the planet, and I have the opportunity to be a part of their team. I was on cloud nine. I was like a sponge. I wanted to learn everything. Then they started getting me fights, one by one, getting me fights, and I was winning. And the next thing I know,
that's when this guy came into play. So y'all listen.
It was probably about 2:30, 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm tired, I'm done, I'm ready to go. And this gentleman was there. So dude was like, look, I'll take you home. So we're driving on down. I tell him, I'll make it right here at Coliseum. Suddenly he makes a left turn. And I'm like, this is not where I live. I live this way. He was like, look here, why don't you just give me a little, let me just stick it in. I said, no, man, I don't want you sticking it in. And I tried to bust out the door, but I couldn't because there was no knob. And I ran to the back of the van and tried to run out the back of the van.
No door knob.
There's this big chain on it and a lock.
Taped up.
I couldn't get out. And when he tried to tackle me, I grabbed the end of his shirt tail and I pulled it over him real fast, tied it, and I swung him back. And I pulled his pants down over his shoes. Then I stepped on his chest and I said, where the keys at, motherfucker? He said, they're in my pocket. I reached in, I grabbed the keys, I pulled the chain off. I said, let me tell you something, man. When a bitch says no.
So y'all, let me tell y'all something. It's this guy, they called from in Los Angeles. His name was the Grim Sleeper. He killed over 180 women. He killed over 180 women. Half of the women they identified, and the rest they couldn't find their bodies. He didn't tell where he put the bodies at, and they weren't able to identify them. But when they went into his house, they found a lot of. So they were able to get him and trial him for 10 of the women, but the rest of them they weren't able to, because he had Polaroid pictures of them all, but most they did identify, like I said, and most they weren't able to identify. So this man was called the Grim Sleeper in California, Los Angeles. His name was Lonnie David Franklin. So she had an encounter with him, and she beat him. And that's what I'm saying. Women don't always have to just fall to victim. Fight. She fought this man. See, he thought she was one of the weak ones. He didn't know that she was a trained martial art and kickboxer. See, he didn't know. But see, you actually don't have to be just trained to be a martial art or a kickboxer. All you got to do is fight. Fight back. Men balls and they private part is the weakest thing on their body. Once you get control of that, it's nothing that they could do. So you better pull it. I don't care if you got to bite it, kick them in it, knee them in it, or whatever, just so you get away. They're not going to be able to come after you because they're going to be hurting. But anyway, this is her story with the Grim Sleeper. Grim Sleeper. She didn't even know that he was a murderer. She didn't know that he was a what they call him. Dang, I don't forgot. But anyway, she's gonna say it. But she didn't even know at this time that he was a murderer, that he had killed all these women. She had no idea. All she knew was her survival mode kicked in, and she knew she had to get away. Okay, so I'll tell y'all a little more afterwards. Y'all listen to her. It's important.
She means no, and I hit him. Wham! And I ran. 15 years later,
Let me
here I
rewind
am,
it a little bit,
retired,
y'all,
coming in from the
so y'all can hear.
Let me tell you something, man. When a bitch...
Let me rewind it a little bit.
I couldn't get out. And when he tried to tackle me, I grabbed the end of his shirt tail and I pulled it over him real fast, tied it, and I swung him back. And I pulled his pants down over his shoes. Then I stepped on his chest and I said, "Where the keys at, motherfucker?" He said, "They're in my pocket." I reached in, I grabbed the keys, I pulled the chain off. I said, "Let me tell you something, man. When a bitch says no, she means no." And I hit him. Wham! And I ran. 15 years later, here I am, retired, coming in from the gym, turn the TV on, and they got him right there.
Major break in the search for a serial killer. LA police do have a suspect now in the Grim Sleeper case.
They arrested the man early this morning, identified as Lonnie David Franklin Jr.
I picked the phone up real fast. I called my mother. I called my grandmother. I was like, "You know that guy that tried to rape me in the van about 15 years ago? He's a serial killer. He had raped and killed over 100 black women in Inglewood and killed them in his car and his van." To this day, I have PTSD as a result of that van experience. But what I didn't know then is that fight in the van was just a warm-up for what was to come. I had no idea the magnitude of the fight. It's Battle of the Masters, some of the greatest martial arts in the world. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Who am I fighting? The most dangerous woman in the world. The most dangerous woman in the world! Valerie Henry was her name. Her record was 27-2. At the time, I was actually talking to my mom on the phone. She said, "Listen, how the hell is she going to be the most dangerous woman in the world when I am?" She said, "You go out there and tell her that I said that you're the one that her mama warned her about." And when my mom said that, it sparked the fight in me. Press conference time come, they call us out. She says to me, "I looked on the map and I couldn't find Chester." And I just said, "Listen, tonight you will find out where Chester is on the map. And I want you to know that I'm the one your mama warned you about." And I just stood there. Next thing you know, they're calling us, it's showtime. I knew it was the world championship fight, and I knew it was pay-per-view. But when I stepped into San Jose's arena, I saw over 10,000 people. I was blown away. Like, whoa, this is serious. Going to the ring, I'll never forget hearing people yell, "That's the black girl who came here and get knocked out." And while they were saying that, I said a silent prayer to God. Tonight, Father, we are going to shock the world. So we fought. It was hard. I got cuts under my eyes, stitches. Third round, my legs was getting tired. And I said, oh God, you gotta help me. My legs are getting tired. And at that time, when I said it, I threw a kick, boom, came back out, bam, and hit her with an overhand right in the back of her head, knocked her out.
And Valerie Hennig goes down.
Two strong right hands by Fredia Gibbs, and Hennig is not going to get up, Lon.
It is over. Fredia Gibbs with a surprising knockout of Valerie Hennig.
I was stunned. They said I won. I shocked the world. And I yelled it. I shocked the world. But what's so beautiful about it is there's a picture of the day when I knocked her out, my hands up, and she's on the mat. And right there, the clock is 8:16. That's my mama's birthday. And at that time, I kind of teared up because that's when I realized that I had just did something really special. I am today, as it stands, the first black female combat pay-per-view world champion on the planet. Before Layla Ali, before Amanda Nunes, before Ann Wolfe, Cyborg, before any of them came. They stand on my shoulders.
Period.
I was always put in there as a punching bag. But you know what? Out of all that hell, that negativity, that adversity, guess what? I came out on top. If I could say something to my bullies, what I would say is thank you. Thank you for helping me to become one of the fastest runners in Pennsylvania and All-American. Thank you for helping me to build my self-confidence, my self-esteem. Thank you for teasing me because I had an athletic frame. Thank you, because look at me now. Look at me now.
Fredia Gibbs, a punch that came from nowhere.
So that's the reason I wanted to bring y'all this story, because I was strolling on YouTube the other day and I found this, and I looked her name up and watched every fight that they have on YouTube. I watched every one of them because I love fighting. I love fighting, and I really love when it's a woman fighting, a black woman. I just gotta be honest, but, and she really inspired me. She inspired me. This story inspired me. And this story, I don't know why it should have been out and about a long time ago, because this woman is really an inspiration to a lot of women, to show that you could be anything you put your mind, you could do anything you put your mind to, you could be whatever you put your mind to, and you don't just have to fall victim to these men because they want to rape you. You don't have to just lay there and let them rape you. You don't have to just lay there and let them kill you. You don't have to constantly run from girls, so you don't have to run from nobody, just stand there and fight them. Matter of fact, her mama, she didn't talk about that part, but when one day she ran home, it's another story about her on here that she's telling. But the day that one of the last day those kids chased her home, they chased her home. She ran because she always been able to run. So she ran home. She busted in the door, and her mom and her mom friends, and they were playing cards. So her mom was like, "Girl, what are you running in this house for like you Superwoman? Why are you busting in my house like that?" She told her mama that all those kids out there want to fight her. The mama took her out there, and she said, "What do y'all want to fight my daughter for?" or whatever. And they just got to talking whatever. And then she was like, "Now," the mama was like, "Now I want to know which one of y'all out here is the baddest one out here." Like that. So she telling her mom, like, "Mama, I don't want to fight them." The one girl raised her hand up and said she was the baddest one that's out there. So her mama told her to fight her. She fought her. Fredia won the fight. She was scared to fight the girl. But guess what? She won. She won. You don't be letting nobody intimidate you. When I was growing up in school, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to fight anybody. The people hadn't even did nothing to me. Just because they used to say, that person can fight real good. Guess what I did? Want to test my own abilities. And I wanted to fight whoever that they said knew how to fight real good. You know, just messy, baby. Just was messy. But anyway, y'all, I just want to bring that story to y'all. Y'all look her name up. It's Fredia. It's spelled Fredia. Gibbs. Gibbs. That's how to spell her name. And it will very much inspire you. I want y'all to really look at the video, look at the story of her, because it's inspirational. And they never tell us about black women like this. You know what I'm saying? Black women who holds all of these titles. You know, who have whatever. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all like this story. Y'all subscribe if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel. And y'all make sure y'all leave a comment if you have a comment. And what else? Because I ain't did this in so long, y'all. I forgot everything. Like or share it. Y'all share the story so that, because you never know who it may help. Y'all write a comment. Y'all hit the like button and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. And again, please get your family, friends, co-workers, or whoever to please subscribe to my channel. Okay? Love y'all, miss y'all, and I will be bringing you guys more stories. Okay? So, I'll see y'all later. Bye.